this video is going to be an example about what to do with a single resistor circuit, but we'll still call it resistors plural. Let's say I have a cylinder made of carbon fiber. And I'm going to give it a resistivity of 10 to the minus third ohm meters. That's the unit for resistivity. I would like to figure out what the resistance is, and I need some values. I'm going to give this a length of 2 centimeters, and I'm going to give it a diameter of 2 millimeters. So first, let's find the resistance, and then I'll stick it into a circuit, and we'll find current values. The resistance we know is going to be rho times length over area. So the area, this is a cylinder, my area is going to be pi r squared, or if you like, pi times the diameter squared over 4, because it's diameter over 2 squared. So I get pi times 2 millimeters squared divided by 4, which gives me a number of pi times 10 to the negative 6th square meters. So 3.14 times 10 to the minus 6th square meters. I can plug that into my resistance equation. I'm going to get 10 to the negative third ohm meters times 0.02 meters times, or divided by pi times 10 to the minus 6th square meters. And that gives me my total resistance value of 6.37 ohms. Now I'm going to take that same resistor and put it into a circuit. So I've got a battery like this. Let's give this thing a voltage of 1.5 volts, which is the voltage of a like a AA battery. If I want to find the current, I'm going to say my voltage is I times R, so my current is voltage over R, which is 1.5 volts over 6.37 ohms. My current works out to be 0.24 amps. That's really the extent of how this works. There is an interesting piece that comes up. A AA battery a AA battery like this gets 1.5 volts. A AAA battery, which looks so much like it that I'm just going to copy it and shrink it down. A AAA battery is actually also 1.5 volts. That's not just convenient to copy. A C cell battery, I don't know if you see many of these anymore, which looks kind of like a AA, but it's pretty broad, is also 1.5 volts. And a D cell battery, which looks like a really big C cell battery, is also 1.5 volts. All these voltages are the same, which actually means if you've got like a TV remote that uses AA batteries, but you don't have any AA batteries, but you have a AAA battery. If you can take a AAA battery and then maybe add some like foil as a conductor, it will work exactly as well as a AA battery. You need the foil just to make the space work. It'll work just as well as a AA battery. The difference being the AA battery is considerably bigger. The D cell battery is a whole lot bigger still. There's just more battery juice to this than there is to this. Meaning, if you stick that AAA battery into a remote instead of a AA battery, it'll work just as well. It's just going to run out sooner. Here's the one that's really interesting. A car battery looks something like this. And then you hook up, your cords, your jumper cables here and here. A car battery is 12 volts, meaning with 8 of one of these batteries, you could start a car. It might not be enough to start your car more than once. There might not actually be enough to start your car even once as far as total amount of energy in there, but the voltage is correct. When you see these movies where somebody walks in with a tray and there's like a car battery and some jumper cables, and you know somebody's about to have a really bad day, it is this scary looking, intimidating thing. You could get the same effect with 8 AA batteries. It just wouldn't exactly look scary. So I guess you wouldn't get the same effect, you would just get the same electrical effect. There is one other kind of battery that we use quite a bit, and it is this guy. We use this in like smoke detectors, mostly. This is a 9-volt battery, where we just have the positive end. In all of these, we've got the positive end on top. I'm going to get rid of the foil. We have the positive end on top, the negative end on the bottom. In this one of our terminals is positive, one of our terminals is negative, and over here, same thing. We're going to have a positive terminal and a negative terminal. 2 9-volt batteries gives you more voltage than a car battery. Again though, looks a whole lot less scary.